Get ready, Hollywood men fans, because the news cycle is absolutely on fire this week, and we've got the hottest, must-know updates coming your way. The world of entertainment, sports, and beyond is buzzing, and you're about to get the inside scoop that you won't want to miss. We're diving deep into the stories that have everyone talking, from massive career shifts to unexpected revelations that are shaking things up. First up, a titan of both the wrestling ring and the silver screen is stepping into some seriously challenging territory. He's known for his larger-than-life persona, but for his latest project, he's admitting to a level of fear and vulnerability we haven't seen before. This isn't just another role, it's a deep dive into a complex life, and he's opening up about what it takes to truly transform and confront personal artistic boundaries. Is this the role that redefines his legacy? Next, speaking of this powerhouse performer, the buzz around his new dramatic turn is reaching a fever pitch. Whispers of awards season are already starting, and he's not shying away from the ambition. We're talking about the drive for that coveted gold statue and how this particular film is being positioned as his ultimate Oscar play. Get ready for the inside story on his pursuit of cinematic greatness. Then, in a surprising twist, a massive social media claim about a beloved media icon is making waves. But is it true? We're cutting through the noise to investigate a viral story that's got everyone talking about rebuilding and grants. Is there truth to the allegations, or is this a case of misinformation spreading like wildfire? We're getting to the bottom of it. Finally, and in a story that's all about family legacy and breaking into the big leagues, we're shining a spotlight on the next generation of a wrestling dynasty. His daughter is carving out her own path in the same world that made him a global superstar, and she's already making a significant impact. We'll tell you who she is and how she's making her mark. Don't go anywhere. Stick around as we break it all down. You know the drill. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's go. The Rock's fearless transformation. A global icon known for his immense strength and charisma is venturing into uncharted emotional territory with his latest cinematic endeavor. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, a name synonymous with blockbuster action and larger-than-life characters, is preparing to showcase a different facet of his acting prowess in the highly anticipated biopic, The Smashing Machine. This film chronicles the tumultuous life of former UFC fighter and MMA legend Mark Kerr, a man whose career was as remarkable as his personal battles with substance abuse and turbulent relationships. The movie, set to have its premiere at the Venice Film Festival, represents a significant departure from Johnson's typical roles, pushing him to explore a rawer, more vulnerable side of himself. In a candid conversation with Vanity Fair, Johnson admitted to experiencing a profound sense of apprehension, a feeling he hadn't encountered in years, when taking on the role of Kerr. It was very real, he shared, describing his initial fear and self-doubt. I had not experienced that in a very, very, very long time, where I was really scared and thinking, I don't know if I can do this. Can I do this? I realized that maybe these opportunities weren't coming my way because I was too scared to explore this stuff. This admission highlights a deliberate artistic choice to break free from his established persona and embrace roles that challenge him on a deeper level. Johnson expressed a strong desire for projects that allow him to be raw and gritty and rip myself open, and The Smashing Machine presented the perfect opportunity. This venture into a more dramatic and complex character comes at a time when Johnson has faced some public scrutiny regarding his recent career choices, including his role in the DC Universe and his ongoing presence in WWE. Despite these challenges, his commitment to The Smashing Machine appears unwavering. He views the role not just as a professional undertaking, but as a therapeutic journey, allowing him to process and channel personal experiences and past traumas into his performance. After all these years I've been making movies, it became so glaring to me. It's almost like he mused, searching for the right words. There's a song from George Strait called Where Have I Been All My Life? This reminded me of that. Where have I been? Johnson elaborated, finding catharsis in the creative process. The thing I was fearing is the thing that actually gives me the greatest peace, a safe place to put it. The film is slated for a full release on October 3rd, promising audiences a glimpse into the intense dedication and emotional depth Johnson brings to this transformative role. Fans and critics are keenly observing Johnson's performance, with many anticipating this role as a potential turning point in his acting career, possibly leading to award recognition. But how deep does this ambition for critical acclaim truly go? Stay tuned as we explore the Oscar aspirations fueling this dramatic new chapter. The Rock's Oscar ambitions ignite. As Dwayne Johnson dives into his transformative role in The Smashing Machine, the whispers of awards season are growing louder, signaling a clear pursuit of cinematic prestige. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's foray into the intense world of MMA fighter Mark Care in The Smashing Machine is more than just another film project. It's being widely perceived as a strategic move towards achieving critical acclaim and solidifying his status as a serious actor. The buzz surrounding his performance, particularly after its premiere at the Venice Film Festival, suggests a significant departure from his action hero image, with many anticipating an Oscar-worthy portrayal. Johnson himself has not shied away from expressing his ambition, actively engaging in conversations that highlight his dedication to the craft and his desire for roles that challenge him artistically. Reports indicate that Johnson is not merely hoping for critical success, but is actively positioning The Smashing Machine as his definitive Oscar play. This ambition is fueled by a desire to be recognized for his dramatic range, a dimension of his talent that has often been overshadowed by his global superstardom in action films and professional wrestling. The film's distribution by A24, a studio known for its critically acclaimed and often awards-contending projects, further underscores the seriousness of Johnson's pursuit. His own comments about feeling fear and vulnerability in the role, and his eagerness to rip myself open, artistically, suggest a profound commitment to embodying Care's complex and often tragic life story. This push for an Oscar is not unprecedented for stars who have transitioned from other entertainment spheres into acting. However, Johnson's unique position as a global entertainment phenomenon, with a massive built-in fanbase from WWE and his action movie career, adds an intriguing layer to his quest. While his previous ventures into more dramatic roles have shown promise, The Smashing Machine is being heralded as his most significant opportunity yet to earn the industry's highest accolades. The film's subject matter, dealing with themes of addiction, personal struggle, and redemption, provides ample dramatic material for Johnson to explore, potentially allowing him to connect with audiences and critics on a deeper emotional level. His collaboration with director Benny Safdie and the support of A24 also signal a commitment to artistic integrity and a focus on delivering a compelling cinematic experience that transcends his established brand. The public perception and critical reception of his performance will undoubtedly be crucial in determining whether Johnson can indeed achieve his Oscar ambitions. His willingness to embrace such a challenging role and openly discuss his artistic growth indicates a genuine desire to prove himself as a formidable dramatic actor, capable of delivering performances that resonate long after the credits roll. While Johnson is aiming for the highest acting honors, another prominent figure is navigating a different kind of public scrutiny. Could a viral claim about a media mogul's rebuilding efforts be entirely fabricated? Oprah Winfrey cleared of false FEMA grant allegations. A viral social media claim that Oprah Winfrey used a $40 million FEMA grant to rebuild her Maui mansion has been definitively debunked. In recent weeks, social media platforms were abuzz with allegations that media mogul Oprah Winfrey had improperly utilized a substantial $40 million Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, grant to reconstruct her Maui residence following the devastating wildfires. These claims spread rapidly, leading to widespread criticism and accusations directed at Winfrey. However, a thorough investigation and fact-checking by credible sources, including Snopes, have revealed that these assertions are entirely false and lack any supporting evidence. The fabricated story appears to have originated from a Facebook page known for its satirical content, America's Last Line of Defense, ALLOD. The page, which explicitly states in its bio that its posts are not real, published the unsubstantiated claim on August 22. The original post falsely stated, Oprah Winfrey took a $40 million construction grant from FEMA to rebuild her mansion after the Maui fires. The only problem is, not a single inch of her property burned. This narrative, despite being clearly labeled as satire by its source, was widely shared and accepted as fact by many users, leading to significant public backlash. This was not an isolated incident of misinformation from ALLOD regarding Winfrey. The satirical page had previously published similar unfounded claims, including allegations of Winfrey receiving a $35 million grant and, in another instance, a $22 million grant. All these claims, like the recent viral post, were part of the page's satirical output and were untrue. The deliberate spread of such misinformation highlights a growing trend of fabricated stories gaining traction online, often targeting high-profile individuals. In stark contrast to the viral claims, Oprah Winfrey was actively involved in providing genuine support to the victims of the 2023 Hawaii wildfires. Alongside Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, she co-founded the People's Fund of Maui. This initiative was established to provide direct financial assistance to individuals and families who had lost their homes and livelihoods in the devastating fires. Winfrey explained that the inspiration for the fund came from Dolly Parton's successful My People Fund initiative, which provided aid to Gatlinburg wildfire victims. So, we have created the People's Fund of Maui that will put money directly in the hands of the people who need it right now, Winfrey stated, emphasizing the fund's direct impact approach. The People's Fund of Maui aimed to distribute $1,200 per month directly to the bank accounts of adults displaced by the wildfires in Lahaina and Kula. Winfrey and Johnson also personally pledged $10 million to kickstart the campaign. Despite their philanthropic efforts, both Winfrey and Johnson faced criticism from some on social media for encouraging donations while possessing substantial wealth. Winfrey addressed this criticism on CBS Mornings, expressing her surprise at the vitriol and reaffirming her belief in the fund's mission to provide direct aid, inspired by Parton's model. The debunking of the FEMA grant rumor serves as a crucial reminder of the importance of verifying information, especially when it involves sensitive situations like disaster relief and high-profile individuals. While one media icon is cleared of false allegations, another is making significant strides by following in her father's footsteps. Who is the rising star making waves in the wrestling world? Ava Raine ascends in WWE. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's daughter, Simone Alexandra Garcia, known as Ava Raine, is forging her own path in the WWE, marking a new generation for the wrestling dynasty. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, a global icon in both wrestling and acting, has a daughter, Simone Alexandra Garcia, who is rapidly making her own name in the world of professional wrestling under the ring name Ava Raine. Born to Dwayne Johnson and his ex-wife Dani Garcia, a prominent businesswoman in the entertainment industry, Ava Raine represents the fourth generation of her family to sign with WWE. Her journey into the wrestling arena began with her training at the WWE Performance Center in 2020, laying the groundwork for her professional debut. Ava Raine officially adopted her ring name on February 14, 2023, and made her in-ring debut on April 1st of the same year at NXT Stand and Deliver. In her debut match, she competed against members of Schism, ultimately losing to Chase University. Despite the initial loss, her presence signaled a significant development for the WWE, introducing a new talent with a deep-rooted connection to the industry's legacy. Beyond her in-ring performances, Ava Raine has also taken on the role of on-screen general manager for WWE NXT, a position that allows her to influence storylines and showcase her character development and leadership skills. In her capacity as NXT general manager, Ava Raine has been instrumental in shaping the landscape of the brand. Recently, she announced that championship titles would be moving to NXT and revealed that the current WWE Women's Speed Champion, Sol Ruca, would be defending her title at an upcoming NXT Premium Live event, No Mercy. This move highlights her active role in promoting and managing talent within the NXT division. Furthermore, a few weeks prior, Ava Raine was involved in the announcement of the 6 superstar contenders for the Women's Battle Royal at WWE Evolution, a landmark event held on July 13th. This event was notable for being the second premium live show in WWE history to feature an exclusively all-female roster, further emphasizing the growing opportunities for women in professional wrestling. Ava Raine's emergence in WWE is more than just a personal achievement. It's a continuation of a storied family legacy. Her father, Dwayne Johnson, and her grandfather, Rocky Johnson, are both WWE Hall of Famers, and her great-grandfather, High Chief Peter Maivia, was also a significant figure in professional wrestling. This rich heritage provides a unique backdrop to her burgeoning career, as she navigates the challenges and opportunities of the modern wrestling industry while honoring her family's past. Her performances and managerial decisions are being closely watched by fans and industry insiders alike, as she carves out her own identity within the WWE universe. Fans are excited to see how Ava Raine will continue to develop her character and in-ring abilities, potentially becoming a major star in her own right. From the electrifying world of wrestling to the high stakes of Hollywood, the pace of change is relentless. That's all the news for today, but don't go anywhere. We've got a quick recap coming right up. And that's a wrap on today's hottest updates. We saw The Rock get real about his fear and vulnerability in the Smashing Machine, potentially paving the way for Oscar glory. We debunked those wild claims about Oprah Winfrey and FEMA grants, setting the record straight. Plus, we celebrated Ava Raine stepping into the wrestling spotlight, continuing a legendary family legacy. Don't miss out on any future headlines. Hit that like button, subscribe to Hollywood Men for all the breaking news, ring that notification bell so you're always in the loop, and drop a comment below telling us what you think. Make sure to follow us on all our social channels for even more exclusive content. We'll see you next time.